What's going on, guys? Today we're showing you how to make like a XXXTENTACIon, like how we sampled those Shiloh vocals, and so I'm just gonna show you how I did it with like the same type of vibe. I'm not using Shiloh, but like just that kind of vibe that I'm kind of going for. So pretty much the first thing I did was I got this I downloaded this sample right here. I got it from Instagram somewhere, and this is how it originally sounded.
Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know why.
So yeah, so what I did with this pretty much was I time stretched it to 136 BPM, as you can see up here, and what I did was at the end of it I cut out the ending. As you can see, there's this one more chord here at the end. I cut that out and just pulled it over a bit here, as you can see, so that that's able to loop, because it wasn't looping otherwise. And yeah, so when you get these kind of samples, you have to play with it. It doesn't always go by the rules. I mean, it's from Instagram, it wasn't really made to be sampled, I guess. So the next thing I did with the effects was I put some EQ on there like this, cut out the lows, the highs, cut out some more frequencies that I didn't like. Then next up I put on some reverb. This is how that looked like. Yeah, cut it a bit here, mess with the size and otherwise just a bit there. Then I put some delay on, that looks like this. Then I put another EQ on there, just cutting some more frequencies that was just hitting a bit too hard. Then I put like a love filter on there. That's actually an automation clip though. Then I put an EQ on there, which is also an automation clip. Yeah, those are these two right here. Then I also put a love filter automation clip on the master as well. As you can see, I have 3 different automation clips all together, and I'll get into that after. So that's pretty much what I did, and what I also did is I pitched it down to 200, as you can see here. Yeah, just give it more like of a darker, more sad kind of vibe. So this is how it sounds after that.
Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know.
So yeah, that's how it was sounding after that. And as you can see, this whole thing I just copied it throughout the whole song. So there's nothing else there. I wish that I would have had the guitar without the vocals on it as well, so I could like switch up the beat a little bit, but I just sadly didn't have that. I think it works for this type of song, so it doesn't really bother that much. There's one little thing I added, but it's really quiet, so you can hardly hear it. It was this Electro X sound actually, that I just put down this pattern right here, and this is what that sounds like.
Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know.
I don't know if you can even hear that because it's really quiet, but yeah, that's how it was sounding. And so the next thing I did was I put down these snares right here.
Don't make me sad, don't make me.
And what I did there with those snares was I just put a bit of reverb on it, and that's it. The next thing I did was I put down these hi-hats right here, and yeah, I just spaced them out. You don't really want too like fast hi-hats, you want them like spacey, mess with the velocity a lot down here, as you can see, and this is how they sound like.
Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know.
So yeah, those hi-hats also had no effects on them either. The next thing I did was I added this 808 right here that had no effects on it, and yeah, the track was in C sharp minor, so I put the 808s down like this, and this is how it sounds like.
Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know.
So as you can see, they're really not that loud. They're just kind of in the background, and the reason for that is the next thing I added was this kick right here. I put down this pattern right here, and I think that really gives the bounce of the beat at the end.
Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know.
So yeah, the last thing I added was this little perk, but I only added this in for the verses. And what I did there was put a lot of reverb on there, and I turned it down pretty low. And yeah, it's just to switch up, just to put in a little thing there, I guess. It just adds a bit to the atmosphere, and this is how that sounds. So yeah, that was that. That's all the drums that I added. And now for the different automations clips, like I said, I have a love filter automation clip for just for the sample. Then I have one for the master, and then I have EQ on the sample as well. As you can see, I started off with turning down the love filter a lot on the sample. So it starts off pretty low, so it's like underwater all the way through here. Then it goes down even lower, and then it comes up for the drop, which gives it this cool effect. Just listen quickly.
Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough. I don't
So yeah, that's how I did that. So this is the hook pretty much right here, what I'd call the hook. And the verse is what I did here. This is where I used the EQ automation clip. So like I turned it up so the EQ is like more on during the verses. If you get what I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, if you listen to the full beat in the description, you'll see the differences between the hooks and the verses. Why I did that automation clip. So during the hooks, it's like a fuller sample. And then during the verse, it's like a more like the highs and the lows are more cut together. So they're not as full. And then also what I did was I used the master love filter. Like before the drops, it just quickly goes down, and then it just, when it drops, it goes back up. It's just a small little effect here. That's pretty much the whole beat right there. So listen to the full beat in the description, and then maybe come back and you'll understand a bit better. But that's pretty much how I did it. What I do for looking for these type of samples is just go on Instagram. There's loads of like talented singers and all that which you can sample. I found this guy right here, and yeah, it was really good, so I just sampled that. And yeah, just keep like the drums not too tricky, because if you listen to like Jocelyn Flores and all that kind of stuff, the drums aren't too crazy. It's more about the sample. So if you find a good sample, yeah, you can make a good beat. So that's how I did that. And yeah, check out my other videos. Got a loop kit coming out this Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. And otherwise, peace.